Hi, again, it's Dee, and this is question number 3, and it is about sacred space. And at the moment, my house is going through this major shuffling process. My oldest moved out, and so we now have another room available, and so we're going through and cleaning that room out and shifting things around. So at the moment, I don't really have a sacred space out per se, but I can set things up on my kitchen table. Um, Goodness sakes, the cat fur is just... I carried him out of here because they were fighting and tussling all over the place, and it's like, of course, one of them had to go snuzzle right up my nose. And so anyway, I can put things out on my kitchen table and use that as an altar top. When I do have the space available, the space will probably be relatively small, but there will be like several different places around my house that I have it. I tend to use more small shrine areas versus having an altar that I leave set up all the time. And part of that is pussycats. And they like to get into things that you tell them it's a cat-free zone. And they're like, we're free-range kitties. We don't believe in cat-free zones. And they will get into things and knock things over. And one time I had left a bowl sitting out because I used it to catch some snow in when the snow was coming down. And after I brought the snow in and melted it down and put it as snow water, I had cleaned the bowl out and I'd left it sitting out, and I came out and Peanut was curled up sleeping in this bowl. So yeah, and don't want to leave things that they could knock over and break. Don't want to leave out things that I don't want dragged throughout my house. Little bags of herbs or little like spell sachets. I can just see them pulling that off the altar and dragging it all over the house, and all the contents everywhere. Wouldn't be good. Certainly wouldn't work well for my working either. And I mean, cat energy, lots and lots and lots of cat energy, but it's really not going to be going in the direction I want it to be. So I tend to have like the tops of bookshelves or the wall-mounted type shelf, and I'll put things up on those. Those tend to work pretty well for me. If I'm going to do a working, or if I'm going to be doing a ritual, I will, generally speaking, use my kitchen table. My living room, kitchen, dining, it's just this big, open, great room. And so it's just easier to set it up there. It's central to most of my home. My son, he wants to be doing things as well. He's learning the craft as well. My husband is very open, very supportive. He doesn't share my belief system, but he respects it. And if I say I'm going to be doing this ritual, I got a full moon ritual coming up, and I'm going to do a ritual and some spell work, and he'll be like, great, no problem, I'll just go in the other room and find something to do. So yeah, I'm pretty lucky in that regard. I don't have to keep things tucked away because I can't have, roommates seeing it. I can burn candles, I can burn incense. That has never been a problem for me. Like I said, the biggest issue is making sure that I don't leave any candles going that are going to be knocked over by cats. That I don't leave things out that they can get into and hurt themselves, or damage. I at one point had some taper candles out, and one of the cats knocked them over, and the glass candle holder got a big chip on one side, and the candle broke. So I don't tend to leave out a full altar setup. And I live on a dirt road. The house is not too awful far back from the road. So during the summer, when you've got the windows open, and I mean, the dust just rolls in, and you have to dust every day. And if I had to take everything off of an altar, dust it all out, dust off the altar top to keep it clean, take the altar cloths out and flip them out and keep all the dust off of them, that would be about all I would do during the weather where you can have the windows open. So, like I said, I tend to do small areas, setting up as small shrines, and that just works better for me. And I like having smaller things all throughout my home. Have a small one in my kitchen, have a small one in my bedroom, I have a small one in my living room, and that works better for me. I'm hoping that I can, when we get the upstairs switched around, that I will be able to carve out a witchy space in the room. It will be like a combination room. There will be like a spare bedroom. It will be an area where I can put some witchy things. And when I can get that all set up, I'll have to take the camera and show you. And hopefully, I can find a better way to do my videos at some point. But for right now, the webcam is working. So you'll just have to excuse the little glare on my glasses. But yeah, other than that, I don't really think I have anything more to say on this. I'm going to be trying to craft some of my own altar tools this year. And when I do, I can show those if anybody's interested. So until next time, merry part.